Welcome to Life Skills TTP. Did you know that it has absolutely nothing to do with your skin tone of why you got laid off? Because look, I've been working in mental health forever. I knew this was coming down based upon the money that was given out, the jobs that were actually filled, and the recycling of people who were not even serious about doing this work. So I could tell you firsthand, I knew it was coming for me. And so I prepared myself before that happened. And so when I look on throughout the internet and I hear the first thing that they jump to is the fact that they get the numbers. This many, so 100,000 ethnic group people been, now all of a sudden you're into research and statistics. You never talk about this stuff when you're winning. And when you have a little adversity, it really shows your character and who you are, who you start to blame, and then how you start to behave after that. And my whole thing with this is we've been knowing for some time that this AI and this stuff they've been working on was going to be implemented. You should have known that by 2019 when they sat us down. It was for a reason. Probably not the one that you think. And probably things are going according to plan. Now, everybody else might say, oh, but to them you have to pay attention. And so you just adjust your skill set and really see, because if you're a person who is dedicated to themselves and has integrity and that stuff, and you never call in late, I mean, your social security number, they know that. You'll be the first to get hired. But what's funny is those are the people that complain the most. Instead of just pounding the pavement, just getting back on it and seeing what happens. Because obviously they're not changing their mind. So this is Life Skills TTP. And I just wanted to discuss that it is not about that. And people know how they've behaved at work, or if they've been on time, how many times, whatever the situation is, that when they started doing this, you had to tighten your stuff up. You was like, oh, okay, I'm going to need to tighten my stuff up. But sometimes people be in a different reality. They be in a different fantasy. They don't, and then as soon as somebody tells them what's the real world stuff in real life, then they just act like they lose their mind. They're like, what? What are you saying? What I'm saying is time to, grow up a little bit. A little adversity is nothing. I'm going through it right now. It ain't no difference. This is why I share my experience. What I know is you got to keep trucking, and you have to find a way for yourself, be comfortable with yourself, because we're not in a follow type society no more. You got to kind of make your own way. You got to kind of do your own thing. You got to figure out where you fit in the system and this whole new digital realm, and then trying to figure out what they got next and see if you could put that together so next time we won't end up in this situation. Another thing I want to address is the food. I do the farm to the table thing, the food, because everybody's talking about how expensive food is. Food doesn't change if you make it. Flour, 25-pound bag is still $10. 20 pounds of rice is the same. That's only $20. You know how many meals you can make with that? So the whole thing about, what are you talking about specifically is expensive, because if it's all the box stuff, all the pretty writing stuff, all the processed stuff, where they get you to think that, this is something, but after you tear in the box and you pull out that little thing or whatever, you got to go over to the microwave, right? And you got to pop it in there. That's another thing. Since 2022, since I moved and bought this land, I have not used a microwave. I got a microwave in my business, but we don't have one in the kitchen. And it was like the best decision I made, because it actually made me, if I want to heat up water. We actually got a pot where we heat up water. I realized I didn't need it. it's funny how that stuff is, but I realized I didn't need it. So since 2022, I don't even use the microwave. I know this is Random Life Skills TTP. Just checking in with you guys to see what's happening. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I'm going to be popping up. I'm going to be doing some stuff.